Hi, my name is Sharri, but I would like to be a different person. I would like to believe that the things that happened to me never happened, but they did. And somewhere inside, I still have a voice. And somewhere inside, I know the things that happened. And I still live as if my life and everyone else's life around me is in danger. And that's too much to carry. And I want to give all of that to God or Jesus. But that was ruined too. I love sunflowers. I love sunflowers. And I love blue skies. And I love sunny days and grass in the meadow. And I used to love butterflies until butterflies were used in my programming, where I was put in a coffin and I was told that I was going to transform into a butterfly, and the coffin lid was closed on me. Only I didn't know if I was in the coffin or looking at someone else in a coffin. So I believed that I traded places, as if my spirit was the only thing that was there. As if I didn't even have a body. And now it's so hard to live in this body where I actually feel physical sensations and I actually feel pain. And then at some point, I would go back into my body. This is what I was believing at the time. Only I was just waking up from sleeping or from the dead. And I felt like a stranger in my own body. We're having a 5-day club, VBS, and we're hosting that on our property. And I'm afraid that those things will happen to the kids and the people that come there. I believe that God is helping me, even though it's very scary and very hard to stay with things long enough to realize that things can be different now. But my grandchildren will be coming. They usually do every year. Only the kids and my daughter Tina's family come. But I was used as a recruiter to bring other kids when I was a child. And I was happy. I was really happy. I actually felt joy. And I felt excited to tell the other kids. Because all I remembered was the fun stuff. And I feel like it's my fault that the same things that happened to me happened to them. But if I really knew what was on the other side of those clinic doors, but I wasn't allowed to go through those doors. I wasn't allowed to go through those doors. So a different part had to take over from there. I'm being what people call brave. But boy, I don't feel brave. I'm sorry that those things happened to you. If I look at myself, I could believe that I'm actually on the other side of this glass. And that's what they wanted me to believe. They wanted me to believe that when I went into the clinic, that I became someone else. But they forced that to happen. It wasn't like I chose that. I have no idea if I will ever be able to break completely free of this. I couldn't sleep very well last night. And I got up and I I typed, and I was able to write some things that happened to me, that happened to this person, to this body. There's still so much evil out there. And I was touched by evil. My mind, my brain, my body, my soul. I feel like I'm completely damaged, but yet I feel some life within me. But people don't want to talk about things like this. It's not like conversation that you just say, oh, by the way, if you want to know about me, I'll tell you. It was never okay to tell anything. It was never okay to even have emotions or needs. And poor Sally, they put her in the middle of like Ring Around the Rosie stuff. And when I did cry, they were singing that stupid song, Cry Sally Cry, wipe out your eyes, point to the left, point to the right, or whatever it was. I know it's going to be very hard to later watch or see or hear what I'm saying. And I'm also afraid that somehow, because of me talking, I'm gonna be of danger to this person, this body, just for talking, just for feeling. I'm making a recording, a video, and I can see around me that there are no dead bodies, no coffins, no people being killed or having their heads chopped off. I'm actually sitting here in my house. Yeah, I said it. In my house where I live. And I'm talking about the walls and the roof and furniture, but I also want to dwell in my own body. I also want to embrace who God created me to be without thinking that I'm some horrible monster.
that has to be shot down, or without thinking that when I open my eyes, I'm gonna see devastation and destruction and Holocaust and World War III. And that everything that happens in the world isn't because of me. Everything that happens to other people, unless I physically choose to hurt them, doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm human. I'm a person. And regardless of what I was told about myself, I'm not evil. I'm not Satan. I'm not what was done to me. I'm not some kind of a witch, like that casts spells on people or hurts people. I was taught to tap into power that had nothing to do with Jesus, power that had nothing to do with God, but had everything to do with the God of this world. That doesn't make me who I am, though. That doesn't define me. We're not sure what does, for sure. I would like to say something happy, something joyful, to think about something that I can hope for or look forward to. I don't have that yet. I am working on that. I have, I weighed 237 pounds and I have gotten down to 229 point something. Some of the parts feel like I'm starving them, but at least I'm eating instead of not eating. I have felt like such a failure, but I'm not a failure. I'm not a failure. I am what's the opposite of being a failure? Everything was opposites in that world. Everything was a lie. Everything was a deception, an illusion, magic, astrology. I want to learn. I'm learning what is true. please, please don't hate me. I just did what I had to. I was trying to protect you. I was trying to protect everyone around me. And I couldn't. And that's okay. Because that's what's genuinely true. No person has the power over someone else's death or life. Doctors may think that they have that power. But they don't. Make-believe doctors or laboratory people experimented on me and other kids, other children, other adults. That's what's true. I survived that. God actually gave me a brain, a mind to be able to split, shatter, break. I may be broken, but I'm not completely damaged. I may be hurt, but that doesn't mean I have to hurt others. I may have had horrible experiences, but that doesn't make me horrible. I may have seen, and I have, things that a child should never have to see. But so did many others. And I can stop feeling guilty for being alive. Because God created my brain to be able to survive. And I have a goal someday on this side, in the land of the living. I want to thrive, and I want to live the abundant life that Jesus came to give me. Yes, me.